Well, hello everybody, and welcome to our live stream tonight. Tonight we're talking about the launch of the Roly automation GalvoMATIC. So this is a laser that is brand new. It's groundbreaking technology. Nobody's ever seen one like this before. It's a open gantry XY with a Galvo. Something that's completely new to the market, never seen before, and it's being launched by Roly Automation. So there are a couple things that we're going to talk about tonight. One of them is going to be a giveaway. We're going to be giving one of these away. I'm going to have the link for you tonight to enter in that raffle. And the other thing is that we're announcing the actual launch date of the GalvoMATIC, the pre-order date, I should say. So Leo couldn't be here with me tonight because he is in China, and China is shut down right now for 2 weeks for their New Year. I don't quite understand that. We get 1 day, they get 2 weeks. This is the only time I would prefer to live in China, I guess. So tonight I've got with me waiting outside is Patrick from Light Source Engraving to help with tonight's live stream. Hey, Patrick, how you doing tonight?
Hello. Thank you for having me. How's everybody doing?
Thanks for being here. Let's get right to a couple of main points. One of them I already mentioned. So we're going to have a raffle that's going to start tonight during this live stream, and someone is going to win a GalvoMATIC 40 on the night of the actual live stream launch, which we do have a date on that. The actual live stream launch is going to be here in Louisiana, in New Orleans, where I live, in my studio. Patrick will be here.
Absolutely.
Dimitri's going to be here from Canada, and Leo is going to be here from China. And he's shipping 2 of the beta machines here for the pre-launch, so people can look at them, feel them, and touch them, and everything else. And you might be wondering, well, how can we do that in a video? Well, that's the second thing tonight. So we are going to have a live stream audience in my other shop.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So we're going to have 12 people. I'm going to give you a link to a form to fill out, and most likely that form we'll get all 12 of the studio audience members tonight. And
hey, are we going to have a laugh track for that live studio audience? Because if they don't laugh at my jokes, we need to make sure we get some laughter in the background.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do we could do, all I have to do is import it into here and do stuff like that.
That'll work.
You could do the applause.
Applause.
Okay, just
that works for me.
We definitely will need a laugh track for Patrick's jokes. I can tell you that much.
Hey.
But anyway,
I'm not laughing at your joke now.
So that live stream is going to be here in my studio. We're going to have a pre-event, a pre-live party, I guess you call it, or social. So that'll happen from 6:30 until 8 o'clock. There's going to be appetizers and drinks and things like that. People are going to be able to mingle and touch and feel and look at the machines. We're going to have the whole history of the Roly automation machines laid out on a couple of tables. And it's going to start with the original LaserMATIC 10 and move up to the Mark II, and then the XW, and then, of course, the GalvoMATIC. And the GalvoMATIC. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's sort of like, how you see all these fiber lasers with the engraving going at 1,000 miles an hour. Well, that's what this machine is going to do. And the difference is that it's not going to be a fixed Galvo. I know some of you are going to say, well, there's already machines out there that do that. And there's not, because this, most of those machines out there are limited to a 100 millimeter square, 110 millimeter, 150 millimeter, something like that, all in that 100 millimeter range. And this is going to be the full bed size. So yes, it will do 100 millimeter squares, but it will do them all across the whole bed. So the laser will move to a position, do that 100 millimeters, move to the next position, do that 100 millimeters, move to the next position, do that one, and so on, all around the work area up to, if you have the XW, up to 24 inches wide. So that is something that has never been seen before. So this machine is going to come in two versions. There's going to be the GalvoMATIC, and then there's going to be the GalvoMATIC XW. So for those people that are out there with the XW, you know how nice it is to have that extra work area. And I do have a video of it, the prototype actually working, that we're going to show you tonight. But let's go over some of the specs. So this machine is going to be different in another way from all of the other diode lasers on the market today, and that is the control board. So this machine is going to be controlled by a Raspberry Pi. It's going to be Clipper-based software.
That's a huge announcement.
That's something that is just unheard of right now.
Any of you folks into 3D printing, you'll know all the extras you can do with a Clipper-based machine.
Right.
So now Clipper's coming to the Roly automation line.
Right. And you will be able to control it by Wi-Fi, or you can use Ethernet. So this is not going to be a USB connection. You're going to connect it via Ethernet. So you'll be able to connect this up to your router or directly to your computer with the Ethernet cable. You'll have no dropped packets, like you do with USB. It'll be a really good stream of communication. You won't have any problems like so many people have with USB cables, where they drop packets, the laser stops in the middle of the job, things like that. So that's really important.
Rich?
Yeah.
Regarding that Ethernet connection, is the camera feed also going to be contained within that one cable?
That's one thing that I think both of us forgot to ask about.
I did forget to ask. I was hoping you knew.
I have a feeling that it's going to be all in one Ethernet connection. The speed on this machine, on the X, is going to be 60,000 millimeters per minute. And on the Y, up and down, it's going to be 48,000 millimeters per minute. So it's going to move around the workspace very quickly. And of course, the Galvo is going to be at warp speed. So it's going to have autofocus. So that's something that a lot of people look for is autofocus, or that's been on the wish list. It's going to have air assist, the cutting. So now the cutting is slightly different. It will use the Galvo all around the bed to do all the engraving. And then when you get to the next layer, which is your cutting, it's going to move in the XY direction. And it's going to be a straight down beam. And this was one of the things that I was thinking about 2 months ago when we were first discussing the features on. And that is that, you really can't cut with a Galvo. I had the LaserPeca 4, and it just didn't do a good job on the outer edges, and they were all slanted. So this will actually switch automatically to the XY movement with a straight down beam and do your cuts all over the bed. So lots of new and different things. There are 1, 2, 3 announcements that we can't make at this time.
And I do have the specs whenever you're done, just so I don't forget.
Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you cover that now?
Speed.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for the Galvo speeds, you're familiar with the fiber lasers and other lasers moving the Galvos really fast. So the speed on this for engraving will be up to 4,000 millimeters per second. And then in between engraves, its jump speed will be up to 10,000 millimeters per second. So it'll hop between graphics really fast and then start engraving again.
Awesome.
And camera can be done over Wi-Fi, which is the default, and Ethernet if the user chooses to go wired.
Awesome. Yeah. So there's nothing on the market that's even going to compare to this. And what we're going to see happen is we're going to, just like what happened when the LaserMATIC came out, the all-in-one machine where you don't have to buy any other accessories. As soon as that hit the market, other companies scrambled to try and copy it. But up to this date, there is no other company, and I've gotten all of these machines to test. I've stopped testing them recently, but I've gotten a whole bunch of machines between last year and this year that are trying to copy the LaserMATIC. None of them have been able to achieve that. They're either too cheap, you know, or they're not precision. None of them were precision where you can just lay your honeycomb in and design in absolute coordinates. None of them have copied that. So go ahead.
Leo has joined the chat, and we did have a
Leo.
question on the wattage. We might have not mentioned wattage, but it'll be a 40-watt diode.
Yes.
Which is switchable.
Yes. So 2040. Yeah. And so in order to maintain these speeds, you know, you have to have the power, and this is going to have the power at 40 watts. Like I said earlier, there are a couple of more announcements that are going to happen on March 27th on the actual pre-order launch when everybody's here and we're in my studio. There are a couple more exciting announcements that we can't make right now because we're holding that off for the actual launch of the product. But you're going to be very excited when you hear these new announcements. So with that said, let's take a look at the actual video of a prototype. Now, keep in mind, folks, this is not a polished machine. This is the prototype for the LaserMATIC, the GalvoMATIC. I keep wanting to say LaserMATIC. It's not LaserMATIC. Now, if you have a laser, right now we're looking at it in line mode. We're going to see it in fill mode in just a moment when it goes to the outside decorations. But if you have a diode laser right now, you'd know how long this would have taken to run. We wouldn't have seen it in the first few seconds to get this far. And this is a pretty big design here, folks. So there you go. It's starting to do fill graphics. And it's just amazing. Now, the speeds that I mentioned earlier, the 60,000 and the 48,000, that's the speed of the actual gantry itself. So on the X, it can move 60,000 millimeters a minute left or right. And on the Y, it can move 48,000 millimeters per minute up and down. And you can see some of that movement here. And you'll see what I was talking about earlier, where it does 100 millimeter by 100 millimeter square. And then it moves on to the next one. If you watch here, there you go. To the next one. Lightburn slices all of this up. So now you can do something that's 24 inches wide.
The regular is going to be 16 by 16, and the XW is 16 by 24.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mention that.
No, somebody asked in chat, so I thought I'd just hit that again.
Oh, okay. If we just hold off on the chat questions for a little bit, just to make sure we get your question when we go to chat, that would be great. So now,
if you have a question, put some question mark or two in front of it, and then we'll be able to spot that easier and hopefully not miss it.
Now, right now it's engraving. So everything that you're seeing is on the Galvo, and when it's time to cut, which this particular video is not going to cut, but when it is time to cut, there's going to be a little part that drops down, and you can see it on the right there, that little black box. That's going to drop down, and it's going to do the cut for you. And the Galvo will be pointing just straight down, perfectly vertical. So you'll get a nice, a really nice cut, and it'll switch
And
over
that
to
nozzle
XY.
also contains your air assist.
Exactly.
So there will be air.
Yeah, you can see the little air assist tube over there in between the Galvo and the air assist. Now, you guys with a Galvo, you know how long a job like this would take. We're actually watching this live time, and the job is almost finished. So it's just amazing. It's actually faster than a lot of CO2 lasers.
Definitely be faster than a CO2 gantry.
So trying to take a guess on how long this job would take. I don't know, on a regular laser that's available on the market today, maybe 30 minutes, maybe longer.
That sounds reasonable. Probably on the low end.
I guess it's about 30 minutes. I think this entire job was 5.5 minutes from start to finish. Now, Lightburn it doesn't do the entire 100 by 100 square. Lightburn does have a way of processing that makes it jump around a little bit, but you can see how quickly it moves to the next square, moves back and forth. And yeah, I would guess that on a regular diode laser, you'd probably be looking at about 30 minutes to run this job.
Then the Wi-Fi connection is local Wi-Fi. So you're not having to worry about subscribing to a cloud service or get your information out.
Yeah. Look at that. I mean, that is just amazing. I've watched this video, I don't know how many times.
Oh yeah, those pine cones look spectacular. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I must have watched this probably 20 or 30 times.
Hey, Rich, is there special software they're going to need to run this?
No, this is going to be G-code software. So your regular Lightburn core license is going to work on this. There's no Galvo license needed.
Excellent. That questions came up a few times, so I thought I'd just bring that up.
Yep. And we'll get to the Q&A in a little bit, but yeah, one of the great things about this is that you only have to have the regular $99 license. You don't need the $199 license. So what did you guys think of that?
And, the amazing thing is it works with Lightburn.
Yeah, exactly.
Right out of the box is going to work with Lightburn. So you don't have to go hunting around or learn another piece of software.
Yeah. Yeah. Lightburn slices up the job into 100 by 100 squares, and it just it runs that without any user involvement whatsoever. So you just like you've been doing, you just create your file and you send it to the laser, and that's it. Very simple. So let's jump over to the Q&A now. This is not going to be a long live stream tonight, so we'll get to the Q&A. And okay, so Ed says, wait, is that a Galvo on a gantry? That's exactly what it is.
That is a Galvo on a gantry.
Yeah. Wow. Ed says, sorry he was late. Landry Woodworks, love it. Thumbs up. Question, price, release date. Okay, so you're going to find all of that out on March 27th. We're going to have a live stream. And Terry, yes, this is just a diode laser. But we've got some big announcements coming on the next live stream when we actually do the pre-order launch.
But it's not just a diode.
It's not just a diode.
No. Hey, and when it comes to engraving wood and some other things like leather, I mean, the LaserMATIC does great. The diode does wonderful. And you run that through a Galvo, and my gosh. And you get 10 more watts.
Okay, Bespoke says registration link for seats. I'll put that up in just a moment. Roly does everything so well. I love my LaserMATIC XW from Kurt. Yes. Yes, Kurt, this is a prototype. I've seen some of the pictures of the finished product, the parts for the finished product. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be slick as usual.
Ed
Yeah,
says you can't call a Galvo on a gantry just a diode.
that's right.
Pop Up says, does this laser engrave metals? This is not a fiber laser, Pop Up. So it engraves, stainless with a
Hmm.
frequency change, just like the LaserMATIC does. Do you know the beam's dot size? Larry says it's going to be extremely small. It's a Galvo, so instead of 0.08, it's probably going to be like 0.008, something like that. We don't know the spot size yet. Sergio says, hit that thumbs up button. Yes, please. And share this video out in the different groups that you're in, because, we really want people to see this machine. And a lot of people are ordering inferior machines from other manufacturers, and when they could be getting something that's top of the line for the same or less price. Will the lens have to be cleaned as often as the Mark II 30 watt? Dale, the lens is going to be very simple to clean. The lens is exposed.
Yep. Yep. And the
Size and weight.
Galvo, you see the lens there, just gently wipe it off just like you would any other lens.
It's going to be easier to clean. Jeffrey is asking size and weight. It's probably going to be very similar to what the XW is right now. So the only difference in weight might be maybe 60 pounds or something like that. We don't have all of the details yet. Cindy says, if I have the XW, I just remove it. No, this is a whole new machine.
Yeah, different control board, all different parts, not interchangeable.
Yes, completely different machine. Can we still call it the Roly? Kevin says, it's not a Roly. It's never been a Roly. We have the LaserMATIC and the GalvoMATIC. If I don't say that my wife drives a GM. Roly Automation is the name of the company, not the machine.
Right.
Let's see. Terry says, I hit the like button 5 minutes ago and no one else has hit it since. Terry, if you refresh the page, you'll see that. Other than the increase in speed and additional power, what do you see as more advantages? That's what we see as more advantages. So, like I said earlier, that 5-minute job would normally take you 30 minutes. How much is your time worth? Plus you're going to have a much more precise laser beam. So, it's going to give you really intricate engravings. Beginning of the stream, you said open gantry. Can you clarify what you meant by, I should have said XY gantry. There's nothing open about it. The LaserMATIC has a lid that you close.
Yep.
And Jerry, the
Fully
exhaust
enclosed,
rear.
just like this one you see right here. So it'll be in an enclosure just like that.
Yeah, there's some minor changes to it, but not minor changes to the inside, but it's going to look just like the LaserMATIC.
Regarding the exhaust, Leo said it'll still exhaust to the rear with swappable side exhaust panels.
That, Leo, I think that's going to be an option, right? The swappable panels.
Yep.
All right. So the next thing that I'm going to post is who wants one of these? And something else too. During the next live stream, we're going to give away another one as well.
That's what I was getting at earlier.
Yeah.
So I figured you want to announce that.
Yeah. So we're giving away 2 of these. So we're going to give away one.
You have to be watching the live stream, and when it's given away, you have to be present to say, I'm here.
Right.
So it's going to be, must be present to win. And that will happen during the March 27th live stream to one of the folks who are watching.
Right. Right. Now, this raffle that's happening right now, you don't have to be present. So this raffle is going to go from now until the next live stream. And then we're going to choose the winner in the next live stream of this raffle. But then we're also going to have a sign up in the next live stream for another laser giveaway, another machine during that launch live stream. So here we go. I'm going to put the link right now in the chat. And that is the link. If everybody could stop posting for 1 minute, just to let everybody find that link.
We're giving away not one, but 2 GalvoMATICs in the next live stream.
2 GalvoMATICs we're going to be giving away in the next live stream. Will the Galvo unit be adaptable to the LaserMATIC? No, it won't. If not, why? It's a whole new machine. That's why. Bob says I missed his question. How's your health been? Thank you for the prayers, Bob. I appreciate it. You see me bump up and down every once in a while like that. My back surgery failed, so I'm going to have to get another one where they're going to remove everything and just put metal in there, the entire lumbar section. So yeah, I've been sort of walking around in a lot of pain, on a lot of drugs right now. I'm on a oxy and muscle relaxers, so that's why sometimes I don't find my words very well. Sergio is saying the new Galvo laser will be the Bamboo X1 of lasers. Yeah, absolutely, it will be. The difference is no proprietary software.
Well, and you don't have to go through the cloud, so you don't have to worry about that issue with like current Bamboo owners are dealing with.
Yeah. Let's see. Leo's saying that's good to know, Patrick. I was worried about needing to take off the f-theta lens often. Not quite sure what that.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have to, because it'll be sealed up. The mirrors will be sealed with the lens in place.
Yeah, and if
the outside of it,
you can get these. You can get these on Amazon for like, I don't know, $5 for 100. These microfiber cloths. All you have to do is wipe it.
Everybody an example of an f-theta lens. So this is the lens right here. And this is what sets up near the mirrors. And once you screw it in, it's sealed. This is the lens cover.
Yeah.
So this is just a cover for the main lens. So this protects the main lens from any of the dirt, debris, and everything. And this is what you really be cleaning, is the lens cover. And then these, if you ever needed to replace the lens cover, you can take this off and replace that if need be. But I've never had to replace one of those.
And we don't know for sure that the GalvoMATIC is going to be screw off like that, but
yeah, it should be. I would imagine it'd be similar.
Yeah,
because even the smaller ones, I'm not sure exactly which size Leo is going to be using, but this is a small f-theta lens. So this is one of the smaller versions.
Yeah, that's probably closer. He's going to be using
but the lens itself, when you look at it, is the same size.
Yeah,
it's just the case and the protective lens is a smaller form factor. And you can see there's actually some dirt on that. I need to clean it. But yeah, this is the lens. It stayed sealed. Then you got your protective cover.
And
some of them have adapters and et cetera. But
so no matter what laser you're using, you need to keep the lens cover clean. So the good thing about this is that you don't have to take anything apart. You can just clean it right there on the machine. Leo's saying the Roly lens is similar to the small one.
Okay, awesome.
How much longevity testing have been done with the GalvoMATIC? Galvo lasers, they last a long time. This is going to have a 40-watt diode, so it's going to be probably similar to any of the others. It's probably going to be the same. You can figure like 8,000 to 10,000 hours, something like that, on the diode module. Any info on availability numbers through the various warehouses? I think Leo mentioned that the first shipment is going to be, what did he say, 200 units? So Ed's asking about the dot size. It's going to be much smaller. That's both for cutting and engraving. So this should be able to cut better than any diode that you've used.
Ed, believe it or not, there are full-size fiber laser towers, just like the ones you see me use, that are mounted on big gantries.
I'm happy that there are already 1,200 entries. That lets me know that it's working. People are getting those emails. Any information on the rotary for the GalvoMATIC? Yes, there will be a rotary available for it. That diode module is going to have the new cost technology. So how soon will Rich and Patrick have one? We'll have them right before the launch. So I'm going to I think mine is going to be shipping, is going to be arriving here around March 2nd or March 5th. So just a couple weeks before the launch. And I'm going to be doing a lot of testing with it. So yeah, so that's going to be fun. I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Lots of testing. So we show it off on that live stream.
I haven't gotten an
It's
email.
March 27th, and don't forget to share on all your socials.
Yes.
This live stream.
Please share this live stream. You can go down to the bottom. There's a little button that says share, and you can copy the link from there. So the demo at the beginning of the stream, this Galvo head works like a fiber. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play that again. What do you think, Patrick? Play it one more time?
I think, yeah, why not?
All right, so hold off on the comments now, folks, and we're going to go back and watch that video one more time. The final version is going to look something like Star Wars here. You won't see all the electronics. It's got a beautiful cover for it. And you can just imagine right now, if you've got a diode laser, how long it would have taken to get to this point where it's at.
Will you be able to use the Mark II rotary with the GalvoMATIC? That is a question for Leo.
Yeah. Leo, could you
he did answer. He did answer it. Cool. He says we are trying to adapt the GalvoMATIC rotary panel for the Mark II rotary. Rotary panel goes in place as a honeycomb panel.
Just keep in mind all of the final polishing of the software and the hardware is still taking place. And I won't have the beta machine until next month, until month after next, actually. I think I'm getting it like the first week of March. That'll be the first real beta machine. So
yeah,
this one is
a
couple months old.
You have about 2 weeks to get some testing in.
Yeah, and it's going to get a lot of testing. Trust me. And
you're going to put a lot of work into that testing.
Yep.
I know you will.
And not only me, but my son is going to also be using it as well. We're going to test everything you can imagine. And what I really like about this is the fact that, we do a lot of leather patches. So this will be great for those leather patches.
We might have to do some video calls just so I can watch your testing.
Yeah.
Just to get my GalvoMATIC fix in.
Yeah. But, a lot of people have said, why is everything take so long on development from Roly Automation? And that is one of the best things about the company, in my opinion, is that this is not like, the other foolish products on the market where they develop them as quickly as possible and launch them without going through a long period of R&D. So this R&D has been going on for a long time now. As you can see, this video is from last September or December. I'm sorry. So
it's a September prototype.
It's a September prototype, right? So Roly Automation takes the time Leo is the head engineer over there, and they make sure that everything is working like it should be working before they actually send it out. So, they're testing the Galvo, they're testing the air assist, they're making sure that everything works perfectly before they offer it to the public, unlike all other companies in the diode industry. And again, this is a 5-minute video, 5.5-minute video. So what you're seeing here in 5.5 minutes, I guess, would likely take probably 30 minutes or more on a regular diode laser. So this
Tampa Bay
is
LaserWorks.
groundbreaking technology.
Tampa Bay LaserWorks is asking, will this eventually replace the current gantry? No.
No.
And give us an example on why we would want both.
Well, you know, I don't know why you would want both. If you get this one here, that replaces what you've already got. So, you know, the reason why you would buy something like this is speed. And, you know, you have to think, what is my time worth? If you're doing production work, you're doing, let's say, coasters or something like that, and you can reduce the amount of time that it takes, that's money in your pocket. You know, time is money.
Oh my gosh. Doing slate coasters on this will be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the 40 watts of power and the speed. And the speed is what's amazing on this. I mean, you're looking at it yourself right here. This looks like a fiber laser. You know, it's moving at the speed of a fiber.
And don't forget, you're talking about Roly automation here. Leo's not going to give up and not work on developing a Mark III, which will be the LaserMATIC Mark III
Exactly.
down the road.
Yes.
So we got the GalvoMATIC now, and you're going to have a LaserMATIC Mark III down the road.
Yeah. So this is going to launch in March, and later toward the end of the summer will be the Mark III that so many people have been waiting for. And we're not going to give out any details on that right now, except for the fact that, you know, it's going to have autofocus and things like that. But it's going to be a big upgrade from the Mark II. Ed says Roly needs to make these. Why would anyone want a regular diode? Well, there is no end of life planned for the other machines. This one is going to be more expensive than the Mark II. So for some people, it's going to be a matter of budget.
Oh, and those with the Mark II won't be totally be left out of being able to upgrade.
No, they're not. No, they're not leaving. They're not, you know, doing an end of life like other companies do.
No.
Okay, so there you go. Last call for any questions that you might have. We're going to end the stream in a couple of minutes. So if you got any questions or comments that you'd like to make them now, because we're about to head off for the night. All right.
Awesome.
Well, thank you all so much for being here. We're going to go out with the video one more time of the GalvoMATIC, and thanks for being here. And we will see you on the next live stream, March 27th. Well, we'll have videos and live streams before then, but we'll see you on the best live stream, March 27th. And don't forget, we're giving away 2 of these, thanks to Leo.
Tune in March 27th, and you can win one live on stream.
I can watch this for hours, just like a fiber laser. You know how you can watch a fiber laser do the whole job?
I mean, I watch my fiber laser with glasses, or mainly, actually, what I've started to do is watch it through the camera, but it's still mesmerizing to watch. It never gets old.
Well, it's better watching it this way because you don't have to have your glasses on.
Exactly.
So you can see it much better.
Thank you, Leo. He said, thank you, Rich and Patrick. He's getting back to work now.
Thanks for being here, Leo. Getting back to work. Yeah, you're supposed to be on your holiday, but I'm glad to see that you're working.
And thanks, Dimitri, for joining us in the comments.
Thank you, Dimitri. Tonight. Yes. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for being here with us tonight. We appreciate it more than you can ever possibly know.
In the heart of the bayou where the moss hangs low, the hobby guy's laser is ready to glow. He's got the bayou spirit and a steady hand, crafting with precision, yeah, it looks so grand. Laser light, cutting fine, bayou craft. hum softly like a Cajun trance. Every curve, every turn is a work of art, crafted on the bayou straight from the heart. Laser